Oh, right, that's the way.
What's up, dudes? This is Cards of the Heart, and whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, or on Kick, I welcome you back to the channel. And today is going to be a bit of a special one. It's going to lead into a bit of a special week for me. That's right, I've dedicated an entire week of my life to playing a video game that I adore so very much. My favorite video game of all time, Pokémon Puzzle League. I have set aside an entire week of time in my off time to only play Pokemon Puzzle League and play some speedruns of the game that I don't normally do. I call it Pokemon Puzzle Week. This is going to be my third one, and it's going to be happening August 9th through 15th. I'm going to take the time today to lock in the schedule and let you dudes know just what is going to be happening on each day. And let me make sure I can actually get everything set up before I go on. Had a lot less time nowadays to get stuff done now that I've decided to make myself this busy. But it was kind of all in preparation for this upcoming week, and I suppose I can go a little bit into why I've chosen the week that I have, August 9th through 15th, to do my Pokemon Puzzle Week event. I mean, first off, it started as an excuse to do one of the speedrun categories that I do on this week every year, and you'll see why I took time to do it once I fully reveal the schedule. But really now is the best time for it, because one, we're heading right into the major Pokemon Puzzle League community tournament next month, and then, well, next week is actually my birthday. Birthday is coming up next Tuesday the 12th. And let's not talk too much about what level I'm going to be at. Rather not think about it too much. But yeah, favorite game for a birthday celebration, why not? Just make a whole week of it. Make a whole week of a bunch of different speedruns that I could do for Pokemon Puzzle League that I normally don't do and most people don't think about doing. More than just one player stadium, dudes. So, dude, I want to show off all the different things that you can do with this game in a speedrun context. I'll get into that in just a second, but before that, I want to make sure I have everything ready to go. Again, I did not make myself enough time to set anything else up. Let's see if this is going to work fine. This one. It's going to work pretty good. Let's see, there are several things I need to fix about the schedule further. But you know what? I'll do a little peek behind the curtain as to how I do things with this setup. Let me go ahead and get right to the place where you can see the Pokemon Puzzle Week 2025 schedule. I'm gonna take you there right now. So just a little peek behind the curtain. I'll resume the music from here. What I usually do to set up my weekly schedules ends up using a lot. I do it all from OBS here. I do it from my broadcast software. Set up a series of graphics and screenshots to create the schedules every week and create the thumbnails that you see. I tend to do it all from within my broadcast software. Very convenient in that regard. So at present, my annual graphic for Pokemon Puzzle Week 2025 looks something like this. And yeah, some things look a little bit out of order. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this, actually. I think this will be a good POV for it. So this is how it looks currently, and I'm going to want to fix this in order to make it look right. So let me start by fixing it up so that way it can start to make sense. Let's see, that's what I've got. When you're, I have it set Sunday through Saturday, which is normally all well and good, which is how I would ideally like to do it. However, the Saturday that comes after my birthday is going to be the Saturday where we host the final Pokemon Puzzle League monthly tournament, and I'd rather not try to set anything up at the same time on the same day as that if I can. So for the time being, I'm going to set it up like this. So I've got a lot of things to rearrange here. Friday. This. So I'm going to set the times like this, where Saturday and Sunday I'll be doing things starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, but the rest of the days will have to come in my off time at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll rearrange things like this. Make sure to end things on the Friday. Ooh, that Thursday, that Wednesday graphic looking a little goofy. So let's fix that. Alright, that looks good. Sunday. Next one actually set to Saturday. Then set the dates like this, where Sunday the 10th, Monday the 11th, Tuesday the 12th, Monday, Tuesday, wait, no, it's Monday the 11th, Tuesday the 12th. Got days labeled weirdly, so I need to keep things a little bit straight. There we go. There we go. That's gonna be the time coverage, the scope of this Pokemon Puzzle Week. It's going to start this Saturday and then end this Friday. And just you wait to see what I decide to end it on, because it is a bit of a banger, that's for sure. Hey, Vice, up, dude?
Dude!
So, let me add a little bit of... Let me add a thing. This thing, yes, this is where I want to add it, I think. Or maybe it's this thing. No, not that thing. That thing. Which thing did I... There we go. Actually, it might be easier to just do it like this. Definitely have a thing that I want to indicate in particular. That being the birthday day in question. It is next Tuesday, so party hat there to let you know when that big day is. And I'll use it today to decide if I want to do anything special on that day. But till then, let's clear out the schedule that I had set. Now let's figure out what it is that I am going to be doing. Well, actually, before that, might help me in the long run. Since I'm like totally destroying my source image, like my sources for the schedule. I want to show the schedule at the end. I'm going to add that so I can check that out later. I can do that later. Yes. I will say, Vice, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a sneaky this time around and actually throw Pokemon Puzzle Challenge into the mix. I mean, it still fits in the moniker of Pokemon Puzzle Week, but alas, I don't have a working GameCube at the moment to properly play the game. Oh, that will probably come in towards the weekend through the mail, so I'd rather not take that risk and plan something that I'm not gonna be able to follow through on. But what I can plan on is for is for the Friday show to finish things off. Like there's one thing I always want to end this week on. One that's a bit of a showstopper. That is S-Hard combos only. This is like the one run I want to do this entire event for. The one excuse that I want to do this entire week for. So I will save it for the end of the week. Friday, August 15th, I will once again try to beat Pokemon Puzzle League's S-Hard level without making a single chain, while only making combos. See just how far I get. You'll definitely want to check out last year's video, Pokemon Puzzle Week 2024, if you want to see where those depths of those stages can go. But the rest of the week is fairly open. So I will use this opportunity to take a gander around the speedrun leaderboards and see if there are any categories that I could really stand to make any sort of mark on. Because last time I did a whole bunch of things with the marathon mode and messed around with getting a million points in various levels of 2D and 3D. I don't know how much of that I want to dig into that category. One thing I do for sure want to get into, I think I will put this in the Thursday time slot, that I'm definitely doing spa service. Like, I would be very much remiss to cover all of the various modes of play that people speedrun in this game and not do the spa service. As much as I don't particularly care to speedrun it, I should be playing more of it, in all honesty. But other than that, this is like completely open. I am like completely open on trying to figure these out. Yeah, I feel like on the category extension side of things, I should be trying to beat all of the levels with playing with one hand. I feel like trying some of these one-player stadium categories one-handed would be the next logical step, but I don't know. I have a dedicated one-handed controller that I could use for this purpose. I'm still not sure how well it would work with my virtual console. So I don't know how deep I want to go into the one-handed portion. Like maybe once I have my stuff a little more acclimated over here, I can try the one-handed categories. And by that token, I'm not really sold on doing the combos only categories. Although, one thing I am sure I want to get in, I want to try a new category. I want to try to see if you can beat let's see. Let me lead off with this. I think this would be a good. I think this would be a good test. What if I played through easy through S hard? No shoulder buttons? Like, what if I couldn't manually raise the stack? How well could I play through the one-player stadium levels? Like, the easy levels seem like no problem, but when I need to go more aggressive on the later levels and can't, what do I do then? That might be an interesting thing to try and lead off with. So I'm going to make that a thing. Let's see. What else can I do? Maybe I can do a spicy marathon thing for my birthday proper. I wonder if I will be able to manage this. A marathon 3D mode on the easy level. Let me try to get 1,000,000 points in the 3D mode. Just in general. Let me just devote to that. Try to get the absolute maximum score in marathon mode. I'll do it on 3D. I can get my feet wet with that part at least. Hey, FFR, what's up, dude?
Dude!
So yeah, I'm trying to think of ways that I could have fun with this game that I don't normally have fun with. Well, I definitely want to show off the easy to hard category, because that definitely does not get enough play. Oh yeah, no shoulder buttons should be a fun little twist on the formula that I haven't tried that might get very hard to do very fast. So I'll play around with all the one-player stadium levels and see what I can do with those. But yeah, I think for Wednesday, I will do the one-player stadium category. Easy through hard. That might work. Okay, so this part may be a bit redundant. These all screwed up. Let's do that. Thinking some other one-player stadium category for Monday. For sure. I think something marathon related should be fun for Sunday. I don't know, maybe I work on I work on the hard level. Maybe I will give that a try. So, it'll be for certain some type of marathon something on the hard level. So, I'm gonna do stuff on the hard level since I don't really train myself on that speed. So I will definitely figure something out with that level and go with that for Sunday. But I want to do something in the one-player stadium for Monday. I'm just not sure what. Okay, because like I want to lighten up on the combos only stuff until I get to the end of the week. Well, maybe one of the 5 times categories would be fun. Like I've definitely got some records on the times 5 categories that I haven't bothered to chase in quite some time. Wonder, see, is there anything else I could possibly do with that? I think perhaps the normal level is too Okay, I got it. I know what I'll do. I'll try to do the hard level 5 times in a row. I'll try to beat it 5 times as fast as I can. And see if that ends up making any sort of sense. See if I can do anything with that. So I think I'm gonna end up making my categories like this. So I would start by alternating with the one-player stadium categories. I would alternate between that and marathon spa service. That seems like a good mix. Now, I don't know how I feel about the categories themselves. I've added one little gimmick with trying to beat the one-player stadium levels without manual stack raises. Now, could I possibly do anything else with that? See, this is where I could use some extra input, dudes.
Dude!
Because I could definitely use some form of creativity in that regard. There's probably another thing I could stand to add to this setup if I could find it. Wherever I put that. Probably that, yeah. Since that's the game we're talking about, Pokemon Puzzle League. Certainly that will get the point across what this week is all about. So, is there another creative way to beat this game? That seems fun to watch. I don't know how I feel about struggling through with a one-handed controller. In fact, I'm not even sure on my standard controller how I would even do the one-handed grip. Maybe I could arrange some sort of table tapping? I don't know how I would do that. I think I have my table that I keep in here that I could use. So let me experiment with that for a second. Let me bring up my controller cam and see how well I could actually incorporate this table I've got in here. The height of it might be a problem. I'm currently go around, properly step with it, but how this could fit in. I want to see how well I can arrange this and actually table tap with one hand, because if I can, then I would actually want to try it. Oh, this would be like trying to win without manual raises. I don't know. I've got a little bit of time here. Let me do a test. If I could get this working, I will try a one-handed category for Monday or Wednesday. I would give that a try if I could get this to work. I'm not in a particularly chipper mood to grab my dedicated one-handed controller. But maybe, just maybe, turn the music down for a second. I want to give this table a try for potential one-handed gaming. Like without digging into my storage and finding the one-handed controller that was specifically the controller that was specifically designed to be played with one hand, the third-party controller. I want to try with this setup. Table tapping setup, getting very inspired by classic Tetris, doing some sort of table tapping deal. This would get very weird, especially if I have to huddle down, slouch over to reach my table. So let me see how this works. Second. This is gonna be what I test here. I'm gonna test if I can actually play this somewhat competently with one hand. In fact, I'll put like my other hand over here just to show that I can play this with one. I am playing this with only one hand. Barely see which direction button I'm actually tapping. That makes this interesting as it is. So, give this a shot. If I were to try this, of course, that's the rub. That's the controller that I'm not particularly looking forward to
Way to go!
get out of storage. Otherwise, I would definitely entertain that.
Way to go!
And I think visually this would be a little bit better if I
Keep on
actually
trying. Way to go!
tried a standard controller. As opposed to
Keep
one
on
that's
trying.
third-party designed. This may not work exactly how I want it
Good
to.
for ya?
Maybe I can do this here with some table tapping. That precise with my inputs.
Way to go! Way to go!
This setup might
Keep on trying.
have a chance to work. If I were to try it like this.
Way to go!
Hmm.
Too good for ya? I knew it.
So, I mean... Alright. Let me see if I can dig this controller out. I don't know. Oh, we're... But... have it. I just wouldn't want to encourage a rat race for a non-standard controller like this ASCII pad that I have. This is an ASCIIware brand, and it's even got turbo, which is on the bottom of it. But it's got shoulder buttons right here. It's got select and start here. It's got the D-pad here. It's got the corresponding face buttons on the back. So if I were to switch controllers for a second. I could make it work like this. Then I could maneuver things around like this.
Way to go!
I'm marginally better.
Way to go! Keep on trying.
I am marginally better at this, but I don't have a great
Way to go! Way to go!
way here to anchor myself to my table, which that might like this might be the way I have to work it. This might be the way I have to work it anyhow.
Way to go!
Okay, so this might be the way I have to try it if I'm going to.
No problem.
Try a one-handed controller. I do need
No problem.
do need to
Win.
try and stabilize this. Try to find a grip that makes this stable.
Way to go!
I suppose I could do it. I just wasn't 100% certain
I'm gonna win.
how I could make the logistics work for this. Trying to see here.
Are you ready?
Maybe I've got the grip here. I'm gonna really try to
Way to go!
grip this very hard.
Yay! Way to go!
But if I can
Way to go!
do it like this, certainly.
Good battle!
If I could find a comfortable way to do this, then maybe I make this stable. Okay. Okay, I think I found my grip where I actually anchor my index finger over the top of the controller cord. I think that's doing a lot better
I'm gonna win!
at keeping my
Go!
hand pressed onto the controller.
Way to go!
Okay. You know what? I think that will be good enough. I think I can work with that. So if I give that a try, then I suppose I can fool around with some one-handed shenanigans. So let me find a day to make that work. Let me move my table out of the way so that way I can actually get myself get myself a better position to wrap this up. So, I think I could work with that actually. If I were to try that setup for one-handed runs, yeah, I'll do it. I'll certainly do that. I think the hard times 5 category is the weakest part of this entire lineup, so no, actually no, I have the easy to hard record. I'm not super motivated to work on that. That's actually kind of close to the easy to S hard runs I already do. So let me do that for Wednesday. let's pencil that in. Like, can you beat it with one hand? That'll be a fun little question to ask. Actually, let's do it this. Do it this way. No LR buttons with one hand. 2x5 S hard combos only. Okay. You know what? I think this feels good. I didn't want to spend too much time dwelling over this schedule because I really do have a lot of stuff to catch up on tonight in order to keep several things relatively on track. So why don't I just make a schedule like this? So when Pokemon Puzzle Week starts on the 9th, I will try out a brand new thing with One Player Stadium where I will not manually raise a stack at all. No LR buttons to be used whatsoever, and see how far I can get in every category with it. And then on Sunday, I will switch it up to Marathon mode to practice on the hard level that I never play on. Certainly could use some more practice on that. And then in the One Player Stadium on Monday, I'll see how fast I can beat the hard mode 5 times in a row. Maybe I can take that record back or something. On Tuesday, the 12th, my birthday, I will be trying to get 1,000,000 points in the marathon mode. It's easiest to do in 3D, so I will give that a go. Wednesday, I'll switch things up with the One Player Stadium, try to beat it one-handed with my handy-dandy one-handed controller. So pull that out and show that off on Wednesday. Thursday, I'll go back to spa service. Goodness knows I don't play enough spa service in my life or in anyone's lives, so I will give that a go. And then Friday, to close off the week, I will go back to my show-stopping combos only S-Hard run and see if I can do it faster than I did last year. Who knows? If I can get under an hour, I would be thrilled. That will be the challenge. But yeah, I think that's going to be as good of a schedule as I can make this, and I will make that public later on today and get that schedule out there and circulated. So that will give you an idea of what to look forward to starting on August 9th. Should be a lot of fun. But that's really all I had planned for today. Tomorrow at this time, I will be doing some film study. And before I leave Tetris Attack for a while, I want to review how the end of that tournament transpired in order for me to reach the heights I did to win that tournament. I want to evaluate my performance in those matches and try to give a little insight as to what was going through my mind during those proceedings, because man, that was a marathon of a broadcast to get through, and I was expecting myself to get warmed up very quickly for those matches, and warm up quickly I did. So we can review how I made that possible in tomorrow's show. that's going to do it for me for today. Until next time, everyone, be decent to each other. Later, dudes.
Dude,